Today, I invite you to join me on another journey along one of the major pathways of the Tree of Life. So I'm beginning by shuffling up the major arcana in the Rider-Waite deck here and seeing which of the major arcana cards is going to come forward to light and inform our journey today. So just one card, please, for the card that's going to lead us along our way. There we have it.
And it is the Fool that joins us today on our journey as our guide, bringing insight as to what we might be considering at this moment in time. In the Tarot's Fool's journey, the Fool is often described as being a simple soul that has innocent faith to undertake this journey through all the major arcana with all its hazards and pain. At the start of his trip, he's considered to be a newborn, fresh, open and spontaneous, ready to embrace whatever comes his way, but unaware of what lies ahead. The Fool is associated with the planet Uranus and the element of air. Now the path he's walking, path 11, is called Aleph, the Hebrew word which means ox. Thousands of years ago, the ox was a symbol of the raw power of the earth and the power that can be harnessed to do all manner of things. Aleph represents the first and only creative force, where all preceding creative forces are simply different states that this original force can move into. In this primal state of pure beingness, it is not a force of action. In fact, it is not doing anything at all. It is the essence of infinite potential in perfect stillness. It represents perfection beyond human comprehension. This is a life path for realizing our abilities: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. It does not confirm that they are fully trained, just that they are present and can be developed. This is a path of hopes, visions, and magic. This path awakens the realization that we have all we need to succeed. However, we must learn to use our tools. Strengths that we can develop by traveling along this path include innocence and trust, mental clarity, cooperation, poise in the universe, and wisdom teachings. While our weaknesses that can be revealed include overcomplications, foggy perspective, repetitiveness, hyperactivity, coldness, and distrust. This path runs between the white sapphire at the top of the middle pillar of balance, Keter, which is called crown or infinite source, and Chokmah, the grey sapphire found at the top of the pillar of mercy, which is called wisdom and insight. Keter, called crown or infinite source, is a state of being, a field of possibilities, and represents pure potential. Its virtue is completion of the great work, and it is the junction between the finite self and the infinite. It has the power to originate and is called the gate of potential. Keter is also the home of all the aces of the minor arcana. Strengths found in Keter include creative imagination, a sense of wonder, embracing change, order, while its potential weaknesses include excessive daydreaming, shame, self-denial, lack of sympathy, and pure image. Chokmah, called wisdom or insight, is the seed of an idea, insight, inspiration, intuition, innate awareness. It also represents Father and the divine masculine. Its virtue is devotion, and it is the source of intuition. It has the power to attract and is called the gate of force. Chokmah is the home of all the kings and twos of the minor arcana. Uranus is the planet associated with Chokmah, and its strengths include initiative, devotion, study of the stars, goal-oriented, idealism, while its potential weaknesses include inefficiency, procrastination, envy, superstitiousness, and fear of the future. So as we walk the path of the left, path number 11, we are walking a combination of the energetics of the Fool, the energetics of Keter, and the energetics of Chokmah. How the interplay between those three will play out depends on what we ourselves bring to the equation. So let's draw 2 cards from the minor arcana, one for each of the Sephira, and see what extra information we can get from that.
So I'm shuffling up the minor arcana now to draw a card for Keter and a card for Chokmah, and see which minor arcana are influencing these 2 Sephira. Let's just see what comes up. One card, please. Oops, there we have it. And we have both cards. Okay, which one is which? Which one is which? This one is for Keter, and this one is for Chokmah. Interesting.
As I mentioned previously, Keter is the home of all the aces on the Tree of Life. So our Ace of Pentacles is finding itself in its home Sephira, so to speak. So this is really doubling down on the message that we have from Keter and from the Fool as being faced with new potential, perhaps a prosperous beginning, a new financial or career opportunity, or something new that we can manifest for ourselves, or an improvement in our situation all round. What exactly that's going to mean for each and every one of us is going to be different depending on our own lives, our circumstances, where we are within ourselves, and what it is we want to achieve. So perhaps taking some time to meditate on this and consider what it is we really are hoping to achieve, and know that the potential is there for us to be successful at it if we so choose. I find it extremely interesting that the card that showed up in Chokmah, the Page of Pentacles, is another card which indicates beginnings, new things. All pages indicate something new is starting. In the case of the Pentacles, it is something new that is manifesting in the physical world, and often the Page of Pentacles is looked at as starting a new course of study or learning something new and being diligent and resourceful. The downside of that is also it could indicate that one is experiencing inertia, and which is something we don't want to do. We don't want to get stuck where we are. We want to be able to move forward with this new opportunity that's standing right there in front of us. So I think that the additional cards that we've placed within each of the Sephira only underline the message of this pathway. What will we choose to do with it? To round out the reading, I'm going to add a couple of oracle cards, and I'm starting by shuffling up the Soul Helper Oracle, and see what pops up for us. Shuffling, shuffling. Shuffling. Wow. There we have it. And it's number 33. Listen to the eternal song of your soul. Tune into it and learn to trust it. I think that kind of speaks a lot to the way the Fool is on his pathway. So that's really interesting that one has shown up. Part of the message for this card from the guidebook is examine and review your soul path and your intentions with regard to it. It is important to be aware that your soul is not within you, inside your body, but instead you are within your soul. Learn to trust your soul. It has chosen this precise life as it saw the immense diversity that your present circumstances have to offer. Now is the time to stop railing against all these things. Acceptance is key and will open the door to your next step towards your destiny. And I'll choose a final card from Tori Hartman's Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. Shuffling, shuffling. The right card, please. Not this one. No, not that one. Just one card, please. One card, please. There we have it. Service. Service, and it belongs to the sacral chakra. She says of service, the energy here is one of manifesting through being of service. This card indicates a steadfast ability to stay the course emotionally and create something sustainable and lasting. It can also bring to light not seeing or valuing what you already have. I think that idea actually does round out our reading today, and I hope that it gives you some insight as to what the energies might be playing out in your own particular journey. Sending love and light and many blessings to you all. Don't forget to check out my blog on this pathway, and you will see the link to it in the description box below.